The Assyrian Church of the East began not in Rome or Jerusalem, but in the ancient city of Edessa, a vibrant crossroads of culture and trade. According to tradition, King Abgar V of Edessa, stricken with illness, reached out to Jesus for healing. Jesus promised to send a disciple, and so Thaddeus, Addai, arrived preaching Christ's message. The king was healed, and Edessa became one of the first kingdoms to officially adopt Christianity, long before Rome. This church developed a distinct Aramaic Syriac character, using the language of Jesus in its prayers and hymns. The faith spread rapidly through Mesopotamia, led by Addai's disciples, who established new communities. Early Christians here were pioneers building a spiritual home rooted in apostolic tradition. Their story is one of perseverance and conviction, not conquest. The Church of the East's identity was shaped by its Mesopotamian cradle, learning to thrive among diverse peoples and faiths. Its origins remind us that Christianity is a tapestry of many threads, one of the oldest and most vibrant being the Church of the East. The Church of the East grew between two empires, Rome and Persia. In Persia, Christians were often viewed with suspicion, seen as potential allies of Rome. This forced the Church to develop independence and resilience, especially as it established its heart in Seleucia Ctesiphon. In 410, the Synod of Isaac organized the Church's structure, making the Bishop of Seleucia Ctesiphon its Catholicos Patriarch. The Church declared itself self-governing, distinct from Roman Christianity. Christians in Persia faced cycles of persecution and peace, but their faith was strengthened by the stories of martyrs. In peaceful times they became respected doctors, scholars and merchants, running renowned schools and hospitals. The school of Edessa and later Nisibis became centers of learning, translating Greek texts and preserving ancient knowledge. This intellectual legacy bridged cultures and helped the Church thrive, not just survive. The Church of the East became a beacon of spiritual and scholarly achievement, ready to spread its influence far beyond Persia. In the 5th century, the teachings of Nestorius, emphasizing Christ's distinct divine and human natures, sparked controversy in the Roman Empire. Condemned at the Council of Ephesus, Nestorius's followers found refuge in Persia, where the Church of the East welcomed them. The Church adopted this Christology at the Synod of Beth Lapat in 484, marking a final break with Western churches. Labeled Nestorians by outsiders, they preferred to call themselves the Church of the East or simply believers. This new identity fueled missionary zeal, as they believed they held the true understanding of the faith. Rather than ending their story, the controversy launched the Church into a golden age of expansion. The Church of the East now stood apart with a clear doctrine and a powerful sense of mission. With its identity secure, the Church of the East embarked on a remarkable missionary journey along the Silk Road. Monks and merchants established Christian communities from Mesopotamia to Central Asia, adapting their message to local cultures. In 635, the monk Alopen brought Christianity to China, where it flourished under the Tang dynasty. The Xi'an Stele, inscribed in 781, records over 150 years of Christian history in China. The Church's reach extended to Afghanistan, Tibet, and Mongolia, where some tribes even adopted the faith. This expansion was marked by cultural adaptation, not imposition. However, the rise of new powers like the Mongols brought devastation, and the Church's vast Asian network collapsed. The story of this missionary era became a lost chapter, but it remains a testament to the Church's global vision. On India's Malabar coast, the St. Thomas Christians trace their origins to the Apostle Thomas, who is said to have arrived in 52 AD. These believers blended Christian faith with Indian culture, maintaining ties to the Church of the East in Persia. Bishops traveled from Persia bringing Syriac liturgy and traditions, connecting Kerala's Christians to the wider world. This harmony was shattered by the arrival of the Portuguese in the late 15th century. The Portuguese, insisting on Roman authority, condemned the St. Thomas Christians' traditions as heresy. In 1599, the Synod of Dampere forced them under Roman Catholic rule, burning Syriac texts and revising their liturgy. This was a profound trauma, threatening to erase centuries of unique heritage. Yet the St. Thomas Christians' identity endured, rooted in both Eastern and Indian traditions. Their story is one of adaptation and survival amid outside pressures. The St. Thomas Christians resisted Latin rule, culminating in the dramatic Coonan Cross Oath of 1653, a vow never to submit to Portuguese authority. This split the community, some aligned with Rome, others with the Syriac Orthodox Church, but all sought to preserve their Eastern heritage. Meanwhile, the Church of the East in Mesopotamia faced persecution and diaspora, yet endured through centuries of hardship. Patriarchs led the community with resilience, adapting to modern times and maintaining their faith. Today, the Assyrian Church of the East stands as a symbol of survival and renewal. There is a renewed spirit of dialogue and unity among its branches. The Church's journey, from Edessa to China, India, and beyond, reminds us that Christianity is a universal story, not confined to one culture or empire. Its enduring faith is a testament to the power of hope and perseverance.